Stop worrying about homework and start learning with confidence. This is Ask Learn. Complete help for every subject. Like, share, subscribe for daily learning videos.
Now we're going to work on problem 93 from chapter 8. In this problem, we're told that if we treat gold metal with BrF3 and potassium fluoride, we'll produce bromine, liquid bromine, and KAuF4, which is a gold salt. So first we want to identify what's the oxidizing and reducing agent. And then if we have a mass, if we have a mixture, an equal mass mixture of 73.5 grams, how much of the gold salt will we form? So first we can write our balanced equation. So we're reacting gold with this BrF3 molecule and KF, and we're producing this bromine molecule Br2 and this gold salt KAuF4. So now we can balance this here. We'll need two BrF3s because we have Br2 on the right side. This means we're going to need two potassium fluorates so we can have an even number of fluorine, 8 fluorine. So we now have 8 fluorine on this side. So we have a balanced equation. So we can identify the reduction and oxidizing agents by looking at the oxidation states. So here gold is oxidation number of 0. Fluorine is -1, sorry, which means that bromine has to be +3. Potassium is -1, fluorine is -1, bromine here is 0. Potassium is +1 here, fluorine is -1, and gold must be +3. So gold is being oxidized, which means it's the reducing agent, and bromine is being reduced, which means it's the oxidizing agent. So up to now, so far so good. What we need to do now is we need to figure out the mass of the gold salt we're forming. And to do that, we need to figure out with this equal mass mixture, what will be the limiting reagent. So first, if we divide 73.5 by 3, we get 24.5 grams. So we can start with gold. So we can see how much we would form by first converting to moles and then dividing by the molar mass to convert to moles. So 196.7. We have 2 moles of KAuF4 for 2 moles of Au. So if we do this here, we can see that we would produce 0.1244 moles of the salt. So we want to do this for the other 2 reactants, and the one that gives us the smallest value will be the limiting reagent. So we also have 24.5 grams of BrF3. First, we divide by the molar mass to get 136.90 grams. And then we multiply by this molar ratio, which is again 2 to 2. So when we do this, we get 0.1790 moles of producing KAuF4 if BrF3 was the limiting reagent. Now finally, we have 24.5 grams of KF. We want to do the exact same thing. We have 1 mole and 58.10 is our molar mass. And we multiply the ratio is again 2 moles to 2 moles. And then the value we get is 0.4217 moles of KAuF4. So we can see that if we have an equal mass mixture of all three of these reactants, our limiting reagent is the gold. So from that one, we can calculate the mass of salt that we're forming. So based on this, we're forming 0.1244 moles of KAuF4, as we calculated on the previous page. And so all we have to do is multiply by the molar mass, which is 312.07 grams per 1 mole. And the mass that we get is 38.8 grams of KAuF4.